Good morning, everyone. So, actually, yeah, good morning. It's still 11 o'clock. Alright, anyway, so right now I'm going to show you how I do my chicken wings. And basically, these are double baked because what happens is, what I do is I take my wings, I put it in a flour mixture, and then I cook them. And then after about 10-15 minutes, I'll take them out and then I'll douse them again, but this time in the hot sauce. And I'll put them back in the oven for maybe another 10 minutes. And then they should come out all nice and golden, crispy, and yummy, and all that fun stuff. And very, very hot, depending on how much heat you put into it. So I'm just going to use the rest of what's in my flour in here. That's like maybe about 2 cups, 2.5 cups. I might need more, so I'll have to plow my bag in a few minutes probably. So that's that. Need some black pepper. Why is this one always hard to open? Where's my knife? Oh, you know what? I'm like a spoon. Pops open easier. Ah, there we go. So some black pepper. Some salt. And this I'm going to try for the first time. I've never tried this before, but I want to see if this gives it any additional heat. Mind you, I can't eat hot stuff because I am allergic to spicy food. So I'm going to have to take the word of, you know, all the guys in the house. I'm just looking for my measuring spoon. There we go. I'm going to add some ground red pepper, aka cayenne pepper. I'm actually going to do a teaspoon of that. That'll probably give it some of its good color too. And I'm going to add some adobo, some Goya adobo. And I'm going to add just a bit of garlic powder. Okay, so mix this in. So what I did is I lined my baking dishes with some foil and I sprayed them with some cooking spray. And obviously all you have to do is dredge your wings in flour. Open sesame, there we go. Come on, work with me here, there we go. Oh, you know what? I'm already touching the packaging. To hell with it. Alright, so all we gotta do is just dredge them in the flour. Shake off the excess and lay them down. And if you have wings, well, obviously most wings have skin on, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place them skin side down so that the skin gets a little bit more crispier. Like I said, you're going to leave these in for about 10-15 minutes, so maybe about halfway through you're going to want to just flip them so they cook on the other side. Not so much evenly, but just give them a chance to warm up on the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to finish dredging these, And then afterwards, I'm going to put them in the oven at 400 degrees, again, for about 10 minutes, maybe 15. And then, about, like I said, halfway through, I'm just going to turn them on the other side and let the other side get cooked, okay? Okay, so my wings took a little bit longer to cook than I expected for the first round, so they were actually in for about 20 minutes. So I just took them out. Be very careful because obviously your pans are going to be very hot when you take them out of the oven. Okay, so now, in my bowl, and yes, I'm using the same bowl because it's just same stuff. So I added my hot sauce. I actually had to add 2 different ones because this one's empty. And to that, I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar. Say maybe about a cup. And we're going to add some melted butter. Some salt. About a teaspoon. Let's add some black pepper. And again, I'm going to add some cayenne pepper. It's hard to shake out. It's easier to use a spoon, but my spoon's already in the sink. Anyway, so I'll give that a good mix. And it's like a rich auburn kind of color. I don't know if you can see that or not. But what I did, like I said, this is basically my grandmother's recipe, but I tweaked it a little bit. You know, I've added the salt and pepper right into both the dry and wet mixtures. Actually, Grandma doesn't even do the dry mixture. She doesn't do the flour. She just dunks it right into the hot sauce, which, you know, basically she only cooks it 1 time round. So, like I said, I'm just tweaking it a little bit because, you know, I like to have fun with some of her recipes and try to play with them a little bit. So, let's see how this works out. If the guys come to me crying, how come you're trying to kill us with hot sauce? Then I know I did good. Alright, so let me get these here. Bring my first tray over. Oh, that is heavy. Okay, now, as you can see, some of them still have some of the flour mixture on them, which is perfectly fine because that'll actually help attach the hot sauce a little bit more. So just going to dunk them in. Like so. Whoop! Run away. Try running away. Let them sit there for a minute or 2 so that they can absorb some of this hot sauce. Let that sit. Okay, so they've been sitting in here for about a minute or 2. And I'm just giving a little bit of a turning and swishing around and all the fun stuff. And they don't have to go in any particular order, but I try to keep things nice and neat in here so it's easier to cook. Now, if you are a fan of hot sauce, this is the recipe for you, or hot food for that matter. And with this recipe, this is, you know, how I like to do my recipes, that you don't have to measure so much. It's just basically, you know, it's as much as you want or as little as you want. It's the same thing with this. If you don't want to do the flour mixture in the beginning, by all means, you don't have to. Like I said, my grandmother doesn't, and her wings somehow come out spicy hot. If you want to add more hot sauce, that's your call. If you want to add little hot sauce, that's your call. You know, it's one of those where you can just add and subtract. Oh, I'm having tongue-tied issues this morning. And it's just a very easy recipe. It's simple for barbecues. If you want to leave this, you know, if you want to barbecue this, I suggest doing the 2 cook rounds. Basically, you know, just cook them in the oven for a little while, dunk them in the hot sauce, and then add them to your barbecue. But I would suggest leaving them in the hot sauce for a while, because then that way, I just ripped another hole in my foil. Just make sure I have no more in here. I don't. Ay. Only I can rip foil in the middle of a tutorial. Okay. Good enough. Actually, let's spray that real quick. That guy will get a little bit hotter. Yeah, so this is the kind of recipe where you can add and subtract. Oh my god, there I go again. And like I was saying with your barbecue, it'd probably be better if you cooked them once in the oven and left them in your hot sauce for an hour or 2. That way, when they're on the grill, they can get really, really hot. Put this guy back. That is really hot. I'm trying to, I don't have my other glove. I don't know where it disappeared to. I could probably go buy another one. Improvise. Alright, so I'm going to do my, my second baking dish. And when I get back, I'll show you exactly what else I have to do. I'll be back. So here is my finished result of my buffalo wings, my chicken wings. What I did is when I turned them over, I added the extra sauce that was left in the bowl. I just poured it right on top of them. So that's why you got all that extra juice on the bottom. So that is my tutorial. Again, the macaroni salad, the buffalo wings, chicken wings, whatever you want to call them. And I know the guys are probably going to have some rice with this downstairs. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you try this, and I hope you let me know how it goes. Take care.